Magandang araw po sa atin lahat. My name is Dylan. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. So, if you wanna subscribe to my channel, if you find this useful, so just hit nyo lang po yung subscribe button and I'll be coming out with more videos. Meron din akong separate YouTube channel purely on networking. And etong channel na to is mostly for my Filipino friends and yun, sana may matutunan kayo dito. So, in this video, i-share ko sa inyo yung mga tips ko kung paano mag-apply and increase your chances to at least makakuha man lang kayo ng interview or wag na natin sabihin makakuha ng interview. At least to get you a high chance of landing that IT job na gusto nyo. So, ito yung mga tips ko. So, we'll start with your resume. Okay? So, this is a sample of yung resume ko. Okay? One of my first tip is, actually, hindi dapat ganito yung itsura na ito. Lumabas lang sa printing. Pero I'm pretty sure, yung sa monitor na ito, make sure na you make your resume like really neat and tidy. Hindi na uso yung wag kayo masyado maglagay ng mga colors. Avoid using colors, avoid using this is you are applying for a professional job. Okay, hindi ka nag-a-apply as I don't know, siguro mascot or anything, but you have to make sure kung professional yung ina-applyan mong trabaho, white collared, make sure na masyadong presentable yung resume. Okay, paano naman yung in terms of formatting? Pag nagsasubmit kayo ng regardless, itong mga tips na to, hindi lang to applicable dito sa Australia. It may apply sa ibang bansa. I try to be as much as possible universal sa mga tips ko kasi ginamit ko rin to nung nasa Pilipinas ako hanggang nung nasa US ako, nung ngayon nandito na ako sa Australia. Applicable pa rin siya and it just gets better. So ito na yung lahat ng mga natutunan ko, yung mga mistakes na nagawa ko and I'm here to share it with you. Okay. So, yung first thing is yun nga, make sure that your resume is neat. The second tip na gusto ko ibigay sa inyo is, pag sinabi niyo yung resume nyo, you have to remember na hindi lang mga isa, dalawa, o apat na tao lang yung mag-a-apply dun sa job position na yon. So, expect somewhere around 50 and above. Dahil marami naghanap ng trabaho di ba? So, taon-taon or every 6 months may mga gumagraduate regardless kung anong course yan, kung certificate course ba yan or uni. The point here is you're not just only competing with yung mga bagong graduates but also yung mga taong like career changers o yung mga gusto lang lumipat sa bagong kumpanya o kaya parang katulad nyo, kung kamamigrate nyo lang. Yun. So, one of the things, so yung bulk nung trabaho na yun of scanning through all the resumes would fall dun sa recruiter or dun sa HR person ng kumpanya. So, ako, naging rule of thumb ko, and they don't have all the time in the world to go through like sabihin natin mga 200 resumes. So, ang tip ko dyan is you have to make sure na yung resume nyo, yung mga key facts, kailangan nyo ma-highlight on the first half of yung resume nyo. Okay? So, paano nyo magagawa yon? So, like for example, yung resume ko, mapapansin nyo na it has my details. Okay? Then, nandyan yung details, nandyan yung address dun sa upper right corner. Then, number, email address, yung address. Plus, usually ang ginagawa ko dyan, nilalagyan ko ng yung mga certifications ko. Nandito. So, kung wala pa kayong certification, I would highly recommend to get yours. Make sure na updated yon. And for example, kung may Cisco kayo, so this is applicable for hindi lang sa networking. I'm pretty sure may mga certification din sa sa mga server, sa programming or whatever, ITIL. It's a good advantage. So the rule of thumb is kailangan maging what do you call this? Parang mag-stand out yung resume nyo by just looking at the first half of the page. So kaya nga nilagay ko yung logo ko dyan. Plus, lahat ng mga key, yung mga pinaka-importanting details about you, kailangan at a glance makita ka agad dyan nung HR person or nung recruiter para malaman nila na, oh, this person is different. So ako, ang style ko dyan is, for example, ayun nga, so on the left side, so dito would be my name, then yung logo ng mga certification, then a brief description. Kung hindi na uso actually yung I'm a well-rounded blah blah blah, it has to be something kailangan it's more of a description of what you want to become, hindi yung what you are at the moment. Then ang nilalagay ko doon would be bullet points of yung mga key achievements ko. And usually, hina-highlight ko talaga yung mga gusto kong makita kagad nila at a glance. So, for example, yan. Kahit may logo na ako and hindi naman lahat ng HR or hindi naman lahat ng recruiter would understand or hindi nila ma-identify kagad yung mga logo sa resume nyo. Pero kung wala man lang kayong ganun, at least ilagay nyo yung mga achievements nyo. Like, kung awardee ba kayo ng ganito or nakapag-achieve ba kayo ng ganito karaming sales dun sa last na trabaho nyo. So, yun. So, ganun yung format and the rest would be so, from here, key facts. Pagdating sa baba, dyan na ako mag-i-start nung career history. So, sa career history, you have to make sure na ang style ko dito or ang format na sinusundan ko is instead of the company, ay makita niyo ba? Ayan. So makikita niyo yung bilis sorry. So instead na yung company, then yung sa baba nun would be yung position, then kung gaano katagal doon. Ang ginagawa ko is I highlight the position, then right across that would be kung gaano katagal na ako nag-work doon. Then sa baba na would be the name of the company. And do not only, I think instead of do not ever write yung yung mga responsibilities niyo. Okay, it's fine kung you can do that, but I would highly suggest na yung mga first few points nyo, ang gawin nyo is i-highlight nyo kung may achievement ba kayo doon sa role na yon. Like for example, deploy, sabihin natin sa IT lang or sabihin natin in sales, you've increased the profit of your team by 10% in the first 6 months of your deployment. Parang ganun. O parang nakapag-create ka ng ganitong process sa team mo and na currently ginagamit na ngayon doon sa company ever since that na nag-join ka, or kung sa customer service or support ka, pwede mo ilagay na you've achieved 5-star rating for consistently for the last something months. Ayun, yun yung pagdating sa resume, I think yun yung dapat na gawin yung format doon. And it has worked for me and I'm pretty sure mag-work din yun para sa inyo. Then, pagkatapos ng mga ng mga job what do you call this? Pagkatapos ng career history nyo, kasi I noticed dito sa Australia, to be honest, yung school hindi masyado nagmamatter. So, 'di ba sa Pilipinas, kailangan college graduate ka, kailangan galing ka sa mga magagandang school, kailangan ganito yung average score mo. Dito sa Australia, I noticed they don't give a yon. It's all about your experience, and yung certification, kung ano man yung award na makuha mo, is a bonus. So I kid you not, when I started dito sa Australia, it was so hard to look for a job, for an IT job. And siguro I think kung pumunta kayo doon sa kabila kong channel, makikita niyo yung career history ko. I think yung first video ko or yung channel video ko is about how I ended up becoming a network engineer. I think you should watch that. Ililink ko yon sa baba. Kahit sabihin na natin may experience kayo sa Pilipinas or may experience kayo sa kung anong bansa, nothing beats kung meron kayong local experience. Again, this is my experience dito sa Australia. Considering na nag-work na ako sa Pilipinas, may nag-work na rin ako sa US, and yun din yung sinabi sa akin. So, at the time of this recording, I work as a parang network engineer, doing consultancy, pre-sales, escalation point, network design, some architecture. So, ayun. Malayo-layo na rin. Masabi ko malayo-layo na rin yung narating ko pagdating sa, and I've gone through so many interviews, and I think gagawa na lang rin ako ng separate video na yon pagdating sa job interview. Okay, so ito lang yung mga sinashare ko based from my experience. Next, so sabihin na, by the way, pag nagsulat pala kayo ng mga job description nyo, yung order from the latest to the move back from kung ano ngayon, tapos hanggang sa kauna-unahan nyo. But again, kung magsusulat pala kayo ng job description ng work career history nyo, wag nyo na isulat yung naging service kayo sa McDonald's, ganyan, as much as possible. Wag, please. Ilagay nyo lang yung mga ilagay nyo lang yung mga relevant na would actually land you the interview. Yun lang naman yung importante doon eh. Ma-land nyo lang yung interview, or at least mapansin talaga yung resume nyo. I think that's the very first step, is makita yung resume nyo, maisip na HR, you are proper fit. Then, I will create another video. Ano na yung gagawin nyo pag tinawagan na kayo ng recruiter, and how do you proceed to the next step. Okay? Dito lang muna tayo sa resume. Okay. Pagkatapos sa mga career, ang nilalagay ko sunod dito would be additional training. So, additional training would be, ano yung mga trainings na natanggap nyo previously na in relation dun sa work na ina-applyan nyo, or kahit IT related. So, sabihin na natin nag-attend ako, makikita nyo lahat ng mga na-attendang kong training. Yan. So, nag-attend ako. I was fortunate really dun sa previous job ko, working as a manager, na napadala ako sa iba't ibang conferences and trainings, specifically for Cisco. So I've been to Cisco Live. Then, ilang beses na akong nag-fly in sa Sydney and Melbourne and Cisco Brisbane to attend trainings like, Cisco SD-WAN, yung Cisco ICE, yung from security, ACI, data center, and so on and so forth. Plus, yun sa last page ko, doon ko palang, so kung may projects kayo, mga major projects doon, inaano ko na rin yun, sinasama ko na rin yun doon. Tapos, pagkatapos nung additional training, doon ko palang lalagay yung educational background. I lied, sorry. Yung educational background ko, actually, sinasama ko lang siya sa key facts. Kasi, as I mentioned, they're not really big on yung educational background mo. they're big on the career history. So I'll probably do another video. Paano kung wala kang career history? How do you present yourself? So I wanna make this video short. Para lang easy to digest kasi yung ibang videos ko mga nasa 30 minutes. Okay, then yung last would be yung references. I would suggest wag niyo na muna isulat yung mga references nyo. And lagay nyo na lang dyan available upon request. So, yun na muna ibibigay ko sa inyo. Hopefully, may matutunan kayo doon sa lahat ng mga tips na binigay ko. So, if you find this useful, please do share it with your friends kung ano man yung social media nyo dyan. If you like it, just give it a thumbs up. If you want to receive more videos, like yung mga ganito, paano ba mag-apply ng work, naglabas na rin ako ng previous video about yung magkano ba talaga yung salary ng isang IT professional o dito sa Australia based from my experience. Also, paano ba makapagtipid or paano kami how do we spend and how do we save living here in Australia and get to enjoy yung mga travels na ganyan. So hit nyo lang yung subscribe button and I'll be coming out with more videos. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And remember, keep on studying. Kung ano yung sinasabi ko sa kabilang channel. Keep on studying. It's all worth it. See ya. Bye.